Hello and welcome to the Dennis Herrera Show. And as you guys are coming in here, go ahead and please check in by giving me a little quick hello. I apologize. I took too long today. I was watching the President Donald Trump live um, press conference in here, and well, I was just enjoying too much listening to the president and the staff and all of the people that are involved with Maha and working on this health insurance stuff that has is going to be something good for American people. There's a lot of um, illegal immigrants and foreigners that want to come in here and take over the United States of America, and the American people are not aware that they are going to be extinct and they will be replaced by all these people that come to this country. Democrats are doing a great job at hating the United States of America, and I think that some of us want to fight back about it. Mr. Vanguard, make America great again. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, guys. I was going to come online at 12, at 1, and then I just had to keep watching our beautiful POTUS um, talking about the accomplishments that he's been doing and listening to people talk about him. It's a great pleasure. So, Cool Cat Renee, what's going on, baby? This is just going to be like a quick live because I have to go pick up my wife here, not too far from the near future, within about an hour and a half, I guess. Let's see, 2 o'clock. Yeah, we got about an hour and some change. Hour and some change. We're gonna wait to see if we can get a few more people on here. Cool Cat Renee, if that's cool with you. Vanguard, if you're still there. Says I got two people online, so I know that I am uh, watching the feed because I like to, yeah, check the sound. Okay, it's all good. So I know we got at least three people in there, and this should be a fun one. Just a little bit of information that I want to share with you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. For some of you are probably almost out of off of work, finishing your shift. Me, I I finished my workout. Spent some time talking to some people. I talked to a lot of seniors at the gym when we're doing our sauna section. It's crazy to hear them talk. Some of them are actually pretty. Um, they're pretty pro-Trump, which I am very surprised since I am in a blue city, blue state, and to hear that there is a lot of people supporting President Trump, that was very interesting. So I guess today I enjoy my sauna time. Yeah, I get to hear from a lot of people. Some are Americans, some are Iranians, some of them are utopians. What's the other person that was in there? India, uh, some Hispanics. Yeah, just a bunch of different people. Uh, Bill says America is not Israel. Great observation, my friend. Great observation. Why? There's still people that hate Israel. I don't understand that. Why? I don't understand. Why would you hate on Israel? We love Israel. Bailey, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you again. We're gonna let some of the posts talk. If you guys are new to my channel, and you guys don't know what we talk about, I suggest you go read my profile so you know what we talk about. Let me say, God damn, you got long ass hair. Let's see. No, no, this is it's a surprise. One day you guys get to see the whole thing. Some of you have seen the. You can tell it's dark. I have it dark in here. It's not that long. It's just like just a few inches. Just a few inches. See, it's not that long. It's just a few inches. Let's see. Cool Cat is watching the Dodger game. Washington Nation News Channel 5. That's kind of how I am. I watch a bunch of different things at the same time. I just can't watch just one thing. I really can't. Finesse says, Dennis the Tyrant. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you guys are so supportive of this tyrant. Let's see. Bailey, you seem Native American. No, I am. I'm Native. I'm from Central America. I do have Spaniard in me though, so I'm pretty light skinned. Yo soy Conancha Apache. Oh, Luigi, very cool, brother. I am glad that you are not the old Apaches, though, because those guys don't have a good reputation, my friend. But we still love our natives, and I appreciate people that do love natives. Thoughts on stolen cards? Don't know. Don't have anything on that. Dennis is his American name. It's actually Hernando. Finesse. What the hell, bro? Let's see. Bailey says Honduras. That is correct. Let's see. Finesse says you got lucky, bro. However, you got papers. Now you got lucky. Hey, you know what? It's a privilege. A lot of people don't understand that being allowed to stay in this country, it's a privilege. And this is why I cherish it. This is why I say I love American people. This is why I say that I love people that support and love this country. When in Honduras, when we're children, I don't know if they still do this nowadays because everybody's changing, right? Every country that used to be very patriotic because of the suffering history that they encounter, they started being very civic, very patriotic to the nation, and then they got used to the peace, and then they started getting corrupted in the government, and then gangs came out and crime and all this other stuff multiplies, and then people start losing the real meaning of being patriots. Back when I was a kid, they used to spank us. Teachers had the ability to spank us if we didn't behave. A lot of parents abused their children. Some of them didn't discipline their children at all. So schooling really was teaching us to be good patriots. So one of the things that we have to do, just kind of like the pledge allegiance to the flag over here, we used to have an oath, and I don't know if they still practice it, but the oath was, and this is talking about the land that you are inhabiting, right? So it's as part of my native side. I love nature. I love the mountains. I did nature photography for the same reasons. Love animals, not mosquitoes. They're a little. I hate mosquitoes. I don't like snakes. I don't like poisonous animals. I don't play with that stuff. But I do respect nature. And yeah, Rhythm says, Yo soy gringo. All right, welcome, gringo. Luigi says, I got spanked with a branch tree a few times when I was in elementary school in Mexico. I'm from Coahuila, and my teacher, I'm thinking is what he says, most, but only one. He was very brutal. Oh, I think we all had one, bro. There was two. No, no, we had a few, but check this out. I'm glad that we're talking about this. You guys bringing back memories. I love it because when people get involved. Listen, there was this teacher. Her name was Margarita. I know. I'm probably getting a bunch of you guys thirsty right now. As a matter of fact, you know what? Before my afternoon live tonight, which is about 5:30, uh, I am actually going to grab a margarita with my wife, and we're going to be a little tipsy over here in the live Dennis Herrera show. So we'll see how that goes. Who knows? We'll see how the brain pops with a little bit of margarita juice in, with some tequila. What is your favorite tequila if you guys drink? I'm not promoting alcohol, but what is the favorite tequila if you drink tequila? Kathy says, drink one for me. Well, I can only drink one, Kathy, but I'll make it a big one and I will make it a triple. It does. Don Julio, yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. That's right. That's right, Brian. You got to keep that wifey happy. Hey, listen, man. Sometimes my wife needs to relax, and she gets very loving when she's relaxed. So I gotta do that a little bit more often. VS says, much love for you, Dennis. Thank you, brother. God bless you and God bless Israel. Patron Salsa, yeah. You know, there is a you you're like a Latino PBD. Hey, I like that guy, man. He's younger than me, by the way. Just so you know, he is younger than me, so he can be little brother. Uh, the other difference between me and him is uh, he's a freaking millionaire, and I'm not even close to being on the middle class. That's actually a sad story, actually, but we're still happy. Um, so there was this teacher. Her name was Margarita. She was this big lady, and bro, she was horrible. Like she was what you don't want in discipline. She was the abusive teacher. There was this guy. His name was Domingo. Okay, now Domingo was a special kid here in the United States. They would have some special class for him to be in. So Domingo had a very short attention span, and he will always pooped in his pants. And I know it sounds bad, and people would like to make fun of that, but there is kids out there with complications. They look normal, but they got complications, and well, Domingo was one of them. And Margarita, she did not like this kid at all. She spanked the crap out of him. She thought that will fix him. The kid, he just didn't respond. He just didn't. I'm telling, I felt so bad for him. Now the rest of us, we behaved because we knew better, right? But this kid, maybe he was like maybe some sort of autistic. I know because I have experience with that myself. I just don't want to say too much about that in my family, especially because some of them watch the channel. I don't want them to be embarrassed from me saying something out in like here, right, in a live YouTube, and who knows how big this channel will get. But anyway, and so she used to grab Domingo's hair and wrap that around her fingers and just yank him around in the room. I kid you not. It was horrible. We all told on this lady and we said, we do not want her with us anymore. So she got fired, and there enters uh, Aminta Aguilar. This teacher, oh my gosh, she was just like Margarita, okay? And she was crazy. But here is what we learned: if you behave, man, she'll love you. She love you. That's not a joke. If you didn't do your homework, if you misbehaved, you would get whooped. And yes, this is old school spankings, and you almost had to get that dunce hat and put in a corner. Okay, that's how serious it was. I will tell you this: I was always an A student, so to speak, here in the states. Over there, our qualifications it's 2 through 5. So a 5 would be an A 4 would be a B, a 3 be a C, etc. So you don't want to get ones or twos. Those are horrible grades. But I'll tell you what, I had her as my teacher, first grade, second grade, third grade. And I love Aminta Aguilar. She was one of the best teachers I ever had. As a matter of fact, when one of my friends, yes, he was my friend, one of my friends got spanked, she hit him on the arm with a big ruler, and hit him on the arm because he didn't do what he was supposed to. Hi, Trinity, how are you? And and he got a bruise on his arm, and the mother came over, and I was like, she didn't hit him. That's horrible. I know. I betrayed my friend, but I appreciated her more because she took the time to really tutor us. Like when she spanked you, it's because you were really bad. Like that's how but she was very strict. Okay. And then number three comes in. And this one, what was her name? Oh my gosh. I can see her face. Um, I love this lady too, but what was her name? Oh my gosh, what's her name? Letitia? No. Wow, I forgot her name. I can see her face though. I'll never forget her face. She spanked me once because I was fighting with the girls. Okay. Yes, I know. This is you learn how to respect girls. And the reason why I was fighting with her because there was three of them, by the way. But one of them hit me in the face, and I was so embarrassed. I punched her in the stomach. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Um, But here's my problem with this. Okay, this is a true story. I had a crush on her, and we fought every single day. It seemed every day we fought. What's crazy is that she and her friend, so her name was Claudia. Her friend's name was, one of them was Susan, really pretty, by the way, all three of them. And the other one was, her name is Tanya. Okay. Very bright. We were all fives. Okay. We were all fives, meaning A's. And so me and my friend Luis, which has been my best friend since I was in second grade, even through first year of college in Honduras. And I'm sorry, we're going to watch some stuff that I want to show you from my ex account. Um, there was a big test that it was very challenging. And the teacher, almost, oh, I almost had her name. And the teacher um said that we needed to be in groups, and this was a very hard task that we had to get together. And of course the girls, they're smart, we're smart, but we were all kind of second guessing ourselves. And so we decided to get together. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is when I let my heart out, and I let her know, and we never fought ever after that, by the way. So we started doing homework. They're asking us questions. We're asking them questions. And mind you, we fight every single day. Every single day we fought. And I was just so infatuated with this girl. Her mom was a nurse, and she gave me what do you call it? There's a shot, a penicillin shot that almost paralyzed my right leg. That thing hurt like a mug, but I pretended that it didn't because Claudia, her daughter, was watching. I know it was right in the living room of the house. This is how things get done in Honduras, guys. And so I told her, I said, "Hey, Claudia, let me talk to you here for a second, just me and you." And I said, I know we fight every day, and all this other stuff, and I know you don't tell your friends this, but it's just like because I really, really like you. I have a crush on you." And she says, "Me too, but my mom won't let me date anybody." So we never did anything. I mean, we were kids. It's only sixth grade. And we never did anything. But I told her why. And interestingly enough, we never fought after that. And we became friends. As a matter of fact, years later, I saw her. They still live in the same neighborhood. This last time I went to Honduras, I didn't go try to visit the family, even though it's like really close to. But I didn't go visit them. I should have, just to see if she was still around, and if she still lived there, obviously. But the last time that I saw her, we were just big hug, big kiss, and a friendly kiss, not in the mouth. And man, she had two beautiful daughters, great husband, and man, everything was great. I was so happy for her. But yes, those are true stories, and every time somebody says something, it kind of triggers some sort of memory that I have from my childhood, especially in Honduras. But I do have some here from the states. It just hasn't been triggered yet. All right, Robert, hello. I say Robert says hello up there. Trinity's just laughing out loud. Uh, Let's see. Do you think about the 2008 Russian invasion of Georgia? No, I don't think I heard or know anything about it. But I will tell you that a couple of days ago, I believe it was in Georgia, a family of eight lost their lives in a minivan. Apparently, some big, 16-wheeler truck or big truck came and hit them from behind, and they crashed, and the whole family. Such a sad story. And I'm looking at the pictures, and they look like they're natives from Mexico. Maybe I'm wrong on the ethnicity, but man, kids, teenagers, little girl, the dad, the mom. um, it reminded me of the sad day that I had when Mr. Agrup was our one of our weight training teachers, PE teacher. He was also, if you guys know anything about Seattle Seahawks, he was one of the trainers. what do you guys call those? The guys that provide the it's not a therapist, but like a medic, so to speak, but for sports. They'll do the whole icing and they'll do the therapy and things like that. Him, his wife, and I mean his whole family right here on the freeway. Some drunk driver hit them and took all of their lives. So Mr. Agrup, the wife and the kids, gone on one car accident from a drunk driver. I love Mr. Agrup. He was very nice to me when I was in high school. Um, the only bad thing that I can say about Mr. Agrup is his best saying was "ice it." No joke. Ice it. I fractured my ankle. Ice it. I my knee was hurting. Ice it. Anything that he said was always ice it. So I, after a while, I learned not to ask him for advice. I just went and iced anything that hurt. That's all I know about Mr. Agro. Love them. May he rest in peace. And may God strengthen this family that just lost. 8 people lost. So there's a couple of families out there being brokenhearted. And we pray that God brings them peace and strength into their life. You guys know there's nothing that we can tell somebody that loses their loved ones that will comfort them. So we'll just keep them on our thoughts and our prayers, and we lift them up to God. Um, I want to share some stuff here. This is a post. This is a post from Cash Patel and Dan Bongino. I guess they shared this post, and this is what's going on. This is what's going on with Antifa. And let's go ahead and share the screen here for you. There we go. They have posted this. The DOJ brings first Antifa related terrorism charges in Texas. ICE attack. FBI Director Kash Patel calls July 4th incident planned and coordinated terrorist attack. Uh, these people don't want to take it serious, but they should. They should take it serious because that is not the only thing that's happening. Now, I'm glad that a lot of people are coming out of that. They say the fictional or make believe organization. I think that there is a lot of fake Democrats, politicians that have a lot to do with Antifa. And let me tell you guys, for all of those of you guys out there that really love talking about the Epstein files, I think there's a lot of Democrats in that files. Um, and it's not Trump. I'm sorry to disappoint a lot of you out there. It's not Trump, but I think that there is going to be a lot of Democrats in there, and something about some English prince. Yeah, but we're not going to go out there and start throwing, accusations when we don't know for sure. Thunder Loco in the house. How are you, my friend? Lunatic. Do you have a strong grip with your toes? I don't know. I would like to think so. I do grab a lot of stuff with my toes: blankets, towels, shoes, etc. That's a good question. Thank you for that question. Phil says it is impossible. That's funny. When I'm answering questions to all questions, it's the conversation just takes a whole different route. The stick says you're in the Epstein files. Yeah, well, nah. Even if I was, I would disappoint you. I wouldn't be one of those perverts in there. Michael Gaines says, "Yeah, right." Oh, I got my theories, but those are just theories. I like to spend more time on facts, on things that I believe are factual, things that I actually believe. Anything else, I would just pass on through. Let's see. Andres says, "Good Lord, what nonsense. Just release the files and please wake up and stop spewing nonsense." Give sec. Hey, yeah, Cash, what's up, man? Hey, do me a favor, man. They got a lot of lip tarts over here in my life. Can you just release the files already, bro? It doesn't matter what Trump says, man. Just release the files, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. All right, my young libtards. Uh, Cash said he's going to be right on it. So hold your breath. It won't take that long. And don't worry, if you feel like you're asphyxiating, just keep holding your breath. You'll be all right. All right, so here is breaking. A Massachusetts woman has been arrested and charged with threatening to kill federal agents who were making an immigration arrest outside of Massachusetts courthouse. Of course, it has to be a white woman. I don't understand why. Why? Why is it America? Why is it white people? I don't understand. Feds say Bethany Abigail Terrell yelled, "Charlie Kirk died, and we love it. We're coming for you. Gonna kill you." Well, this is a mugshot of her. Oh man, that's her mugshot right there. That's right. That's the crazy right there that threatened ICE agents. She gets what she deserves. Look at this. Look at this. Just, I'm sorry, guys. I have tats. I won't. I got a tat, but I don't know, man. Some people just go up way too overboard. And here it is. Bethany Abigail Terrell, 37, was charged with threatening a United States official. Terrell will make an initial appearance in federal court in Boston at 1:30 p.m. today. I'm assuming that's today because it says today, but I don't know what the date is. Let's see. Let's go back here down to the charge. It says at the very bottom, if you follow with me there, I don't know how big it is in your screen. It's not that big. So let me just read it for you. The charge of threatening a United States official provides for a sentence of up to 10 years, 3 years of supervised release, and a fine of $250,000. Sentences are imposed by a federal district court judge based upon the U.S. sentencing guidelines and statutes, which govern the determination of a sentence in a criminal case. Man, what a big mistake! I'll tell you that right now. Oh man, this is what happens when you think you're smarter and above the law. Now the next picture that I'm going to show you, and hey, if you guys know about this, fantastic. But give sec. Check this out. We talk about Pritzker and Johnson in California. Robert, thanks for the jewels. I still don't know what that means. I haven't researched it, but thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Um, we talk a lot about illegal immigration, and I like how people try to tell me that they know more than an actual migrant as myself. I think it's funny. I think it's very hilarious, very upsetting at the same time. Um, especially because I'm a person that likes to research things that I need to do. I have been on my own since I was 16 years old. I'm going to tell you right now. Nobody has ever done anything for me. I learned the hard way. And I have found some ways to, get information. Today, we're actually lucky that we have a lot of technology that we can research a lot of stuff a lot faster. But with that, we can also be lied to very quick. And it's one of the things that I hate in my life. It's I hate being manipulated. I hate being told what to do. I don't like being controlled. Now, if we're working on a plan, let's say, for example, I'm going to go ahead and make a plan. What's going on, Ken? And I'm going to make Ken, let's say, for example, since he just showed up in here, he's going to be the leader. And Trinity and I and everybody else in this chat, we're going to work together. So Ken is going to tell us what to do. I'm okay with that. That is different. That's guidance. That is team effort. But what I mean by being told what to do is when people try to make you believe something that you know is not to be true, right? Like, for example, I'm wearing a blue shirt. You guys think it's a white shirt, but no, it's a blue shirt. But you think it's a white shirt. I'm going to get on my things and be like, whoa, wait a minute. What'd you say? What, white? Oh, shit, it is white. Because you are right. I know when to admit if I'm wrong, right? There'll be sometimes that's how life hits you. Now, we've been talking about illegal immigration a lot. And some of you already know that, Dearborn, Michigan, has been invaded with Arabs. They are invaded so far in that they'll tell Christians to leave the town. Americans, by the way, American Christians to leave the town because they're taking over. And then the second one is they have put Arab writing on the police officers' uniforms. That's crazy. I don't know what the hell accelerant is saying there. Uh, but we are right about everything that we say. This Pritzker and Johnson, they don't care about illegal immigrants being in our country. They don't care if they're criminals. They just don't care at all. Well, I'm going to show you a picture, and this is crazy. When I was when I was about 18 years old, I was talking to the sheriffs in Snohomish County. They will come in and eat at Taco Bell, which is where I worked. Um, and they will ask me if I wanted to be a police officer, what I wanted to do, and I told them I wanted to be a police officer. And they're like, "Oh, well, you'd be a great, you'd be a great fit." It's like, well, why don't you start applying and you know go from there and see how it turns out. And I said, well, you need to be a citizen in order to be a police officer, and they didn't know that. Surprisingly, why would they? They're Americans. Everything just comes natural to them, right? But they don't know what immigrants have to go through. They don't know the immigration laws that they're supposed to follow in order for us to be able to serve in this country. So, anyways, so I told them I had to be a citizen. And with that being said, I'm going to show you this photo. And this is at Governor Pritzker doesn't just allow illegal aliens to terrorize Illinois communities. He allows them to work as sworn police officers. You guys won't believe this. You guys are going to think I'm making this up, but I'm not. Check this out. Look at this. Radio Boyovich overstayed a B2 tourist visa that required him to depart the U.S. on March 31st, 2015. Over a decade later, he was still illegally in the United States working as a police officer for the Hanover Park Police Department, earning a salary of $78,995. Criminal illegal aliens have no place in our communities, especially our police forces, says the Homeland Security team. Hanover Park Police Department on August 22nd says, congratulations, Officer Bojovich. Join us in congratulating Officer Bojovich, who graduated today, August 22nd, 2025, from the Suburban Law Enforcement Academy. He now begins an intensive 15 weeks of field training and evaluation as he continues preparing to serve the Hanover Park community. Picture left to the right, Deputy Chief Rydell, Officer Bojovich, and Chief Johnson. Now, you know, I would like to think that you know good people deserve the chance to you know make their dreams come true. But that could be an American. That can be an American Russian. That could be a Hispanic American. That can be another Black American. That can be any other American. This guy is not American. Why is he allowed to be a police officer so that he can go and supposedly look after American citizens? It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Uh, Esley says this guy is trying to keep his 7,000 per post from Israel. This guy's got some theories, man. Can you believe that? Can you believe that this guy thinks I'm getting paid $7,000? Here's a quote line from Nazi German. He says, "Accuse your enemies of everything that you are doing." And I think that's how he said it. But what we call it is what do we call it, Trinity? Projecting. That's what we call it, projecting. If I had APAC connection, that would be awesome. I would love to help them with that. We need troops in the U.S. Absolutely. This is why I support that special uh, treatment. I don't know what to call it, but there's a project where if you are a resident green card resident holder, resident alien green card holder, if you serve in the military, I don't know how many years it is, but if you serve in the military successfully, they allow you to become an American citizen. And that can be beneficial for a lot of things. One, obviously for that person, but maybe also for the families or the relatives of that person. I will hope that anybody that has joined the military and that is serving to go to war for this country, that are actually patriots that love this country. Um, Hi, Cam Elliott. I just see your name in there. Tiffany says hypocrisy. Um, sure. Beta. Sorry. Steven 22 says, I can tell, bro, is a certified Hall of Fame short bus rider. This guy. I'm a back in the bus rider, bro. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Kim James says, the six and his 66 books. Chris says that's what Trump did for so many years, like all the HDD accusations, high definition distribution accusations. Projection and deflection says Trinity is what Democrats do. The sissified left man's handbook. I believe it. That's how I feel it. That's how I see it. You know what? This is going to be a quick live for the mid afternoon. Um, I'm going to give you one more. This is for the uh, I'm going to share a couple of more memes here. While you hire armed and masked thugs. Here you go, guys. Enjoy this one. Look at that. What do you think about that picture? Well, once I show you. Look at that. That's an interesting one. Man, how do you stretch this thing all the way out? Armed and masked thugs. That's what we got. And then we have, hey, remember when the illegals got shipped to Martha's Vineyard and they called the National Guard and had them all removed in 24 hours with absolutely no due process? What are these people talking about? I mean, everybody gets due process, right? Yeah, everybody gets due process. What's going on, Sean? I see you. I see you. Trump a patriot? No, of course not. Oh boy, this I shouldn't even put this on here. Oh man, we're not going there. Okay, that's disrespectful. Um, Illinois will allow some non-citizens to be police, but only those authorized to work and own a gun. Huh? Interesting. Oh, I'm glad this picture is here because I mentioned this guy. Look, he's walking. I don't know if it's real. It could be AI. I don't think he's this stupid, is he? So he's walking on the street and he's saying how safe it is to be out in the open in the neighborhood, and he's got a bulletproof vest. This has to be AI. Does anybody know about this? Anybody? Um, His state insisting that everything is just fine. Can you imagine how the families felt seeing this? That's right, Jay Bolton. Don't drop the soap. He is going to jail. He is going to jail. He's going to do the hokey pokey. Not good. Not good. So, does anybody know this is AI, right? It has to be AI. There's no way that this is real. Him coming out there with a bulletproof vest, that's just not right. That's probably a vest from some sort of press or something. We're going to give him the benefit of doubt. How many Islamic population on America? That's a good question. But first, I wanted to let me see. There was something else that I was going to share with you. Let's see. To reform the private insurance market, especially for individuals and small group purchases, to expand Medicaid to the working poor with 133% of the federal budget level. I don't really understand that one to talk about it, to be honest. I was going to talk about um, some of the healthcare stuff that they're signing on today. We had one up in Maine not that long ago, brought to you by Stupid Rank Choice Voting. Oh man, at least these are not as bad as the other ones about grabbing them by the disgraceful, yes. Look at this guy getting arrested for trying to obstruct ICE. Wait, girl, guy. I'm not sure if it's a. I'm not sure what this. What I don't know. I don't know what to say that one. It could be either one. Either one. Not that one. Onshore in America shares the new airline, Fafo Airlines. There you go, Trinity. There's that word again. I'm telling you, it just means outside, guys. It just means outside. It means get outside. I mean, get out. Fafo, outside, outside. Pelosi is a queen. Chuck is the king. Yeah, they would like to think that, don't they? I mean, I believe that's why they keep calling President Trump the king. Oh, he just wants to be a king. He wants to do everything he says. Well, what's really interesting is that they are trying to do everything. They're trying to make you do everything they say. So what makes that in there? Paul Tremblay, thanks for the super chat, brother. God bless you. Thank you for that support. I appreciate it. God bless you. Um, what laws of Congress? Um, yeah, Congress could do a lot of good work for Americans and with immigration, but they choose not to. Um, let's see. At least you haven't threatened to shoot him. Yeah, I'm not going to show that, guys. I mean, obviously, you're looking at the small screen there. But don't worry, guys. There is no crime in Chicago. Now, I'm going to tell you, man, if this is AI, this has to be some really good AI. That looks like a legit photo. Can somebody confirm? Is that legit? Is he outside? Is that really him? I'm serious. Like, I don't know. Thank you, Paul. Much love to you. I appreciate it. God bless you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that love and support. Can anybody confirm? Is that a real picture? Like, I seriously want to know. There's so much AI out there that I'm going to refuse to believe that this is real, because it says, why is Lumpy wearing a bulletproof vest? As in, somebody's actually questioning why he really is. Um, Fact checkers, here we go. No, I did not say fact checkers. I said fact, like FACT, fact checkers. It's the photo of, how do you spell his last name? Pritzker with a bulletproof vest. Real. That can't be. It says it's real, but I no, maybe I misspelled something here. I misspelled something here. There you go. See, this one I can tell. I can tell that's AI. Oh man, that guy was a goalkeeper. I was a goalkeeper. Oh, I gotta defend him now. He can be a good police officer, guys. Forget about it. The AI. Go to any ghetto in America and you'll find Democrats in charge and representing it in Congress. I didn't say it, guys. I did not say it. But I have said you cannot be a Christian and a Democrat at the same time. Um, but you can pretend to be both at the same time. That is also true. And let's see. Anybody legit is legit, right? Man, and I am using Chrome, so every time I share on the browser, it seems to do that. Don't worry, tonight's live. Well, after 5, I might have to take a nap. I'm feeling a little Joe Biden right now. You know what I'm saying? I am tired, but I am gonna go. Well, I said we still got some time. We still got some time, but we'll come live maybe 5:30, so you guys can join later tonight. That will be great. We will touch on tariffs and some more illegal immigration. I think we have to teach our generation that America is first. And every time that we try to talk about America first, people always ask questions of what about the 20 billion to Argentina? What about the money that went to Israel? And you know what? Let me just answer one question. But you guys already know this. You guys are actually patriots. Um, the money that we give Israel, as I have said before, when President Trump makes some sort of money deal with another president, another leader, prime minister, prince, king, whatever, there is always a deal being made, meaning that the money's not coming out there for free. We got to get something back. And I'm going to tell you right now, and you can take that to the bank. Now, for all of you people out there that are hating on Israel, let me share something with you. The main reason why Canada is back with us is because of Israel. The main reason why the United Kingdom is with us for now, the European Union is with us, is because of Israel. The reason why a lot of countries, Africa's continent, South American continent, American continent, the reason why they are with us, and now you can say no, but it is. I'm gonna tell you why, and there's a reason for it. It's because Israel is a small country, as you know that it is. Many big countries have tried taking them out, and they can't. They have a great defense, and that defense, that technology, has not been shared with anybody but with the United States of America. And somebody write on the chat, what do we call that system? Let's go. I'm putting you patriots to work, testing your knowledge. Of course, Trinity, you would know. I love you, sis. Ralphie, be nice, Ralphie. Come on, you're going to give me something from 11 years ago? Let's talk the present, my friend. We don't want to bring out the past because there's a lot of bad things that have been done by the whole world to each other. So I want to talk about what's happening today in the last couple of years. Okay. Um, thank you for the chat, though, Ralphie. Much love to you. You know that. Um, let's see. So what happens? There's two things, guys. Now you can say no, that's not the reason, but it is. And the reason why that is the reason, it's number one, we all know that Canada does not get attacked because that'll piss us off. That's the only reason why Canada doesn't get attacked. Okay? Because of the United States of America. And you know what else is going to happen? If we get some other country trying to attack Mexico, you know who's going to get involved? Not the Union, the United States of America. Even though we have some issues with our neighbors, we're always going to have their back regardless. Okay? So that's that. And the reason why the Golden Dome is one of the biggest things that I wonder why die once. Canada has never lost a war. You know what? Let's do some research. But before we do that research, uh, the Golden Dome is just an extra security measure because we do have the most powerful military force on earth, and that's a fact. So having the most powerful defense in our country, China is not happy. Russia's not happy, and they are changing their tune, aren't they? Now, Chinese can get a little testy. They like, so they saw, I'm going to pretend I am your enemy, and I'm going to tell you how I see you, the American people, as my enemy. I'm going to try to be a very good Chinese emperor. And of course, Putin is my friend. You know what I noticed? When I created the Chinese virus, we shut down the whole country up, the whole world. We shut everybody up. Done. So I know we can do some power control here. And then we also noticed how helpless you foolish Americans are because we control all of your manufacturing. You didn't have enough things to protect yourself. I got that power. You Americans don't. So, guess what? I'm going to try something different. If I say that I'm going to attack the United States of America, well, they're going to hear it and they're going to take me out. So, the best thing that I can do is send some spies, pay money for illegal immigrants to come into this country, support the Democrats because they're idiots. They're easy to manipulate. I flash some cash at them, and they ask me how high I want them to jump. I control these scary chickens. I see how weak the American people are. They find any reason to fight each other. These people have too much freedom. This is why I don't give my people freedom. But these Americans have so much freedom. I'm going to use that against them. And then I'm going to make them burn their own American flag. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to send a bunch of people out there to help them protest their own government. You know what? There's another thing that I thought about. If you guys don't know, I'm President Xi right now. I am going to make an alliance with Mexico. I'm going to give them hundreds of millions of, you know what? I'm going to give them some billions of dollars. And I'm going to send them some fentanyl so that they can work it. They'll make a profit. I'll make a profit. And on top of making the profit, the American people will, well, they'll be taken out. Hundreds of thousands of Americans have died to fentanyl. You like my plan? So easy to destroy the United States of America. There's so many gullible people in the United States of America that are going to do everything that I say. Now, having that evil mentality, putting things together of what they have been doing to us and what they think that they can still do to us, that is why you and I are here. We are here protesting against illegal immigrants allowed in this country. We are here defending the United States of America with the truth. We are not going to let clowns destroy our country. We are not going to let the Chinese government think that we are gullible and stupid. We're just not going to go for that. And I know eventually Mexico will learn. Claudia Sheinbaum right now is either she's a coward that is scared to actually put her foot down and fight the cartel, or she is in bed with the cartel like Nicolas Maduro, which, by the way, I know she supports him. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Ralph says no one ever asked how all the immigrants reach Mexico. We have, Ralph. We question. Well, we didn't have this live show, right? We didn't have this sort of channel that we have today. But I spoke a lot about it against all these caravans and all this other stuff, right? Um, there is a lot of people and that have a lot of money. They sell their livelihoods to come here illegally, but that is exactly the opposite of what they should do. A lot of people took loans, right, with the payback promise that once I get to the United States of America, I'm going to pay you back in dollars. Well, that's not a good business if you don't have permission to stay there. Now, Mexico allowed a lot of hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants to go daily by their cities because they were making money of these travelers. Sure, there were some people kind hearted that were making some tacos for these people, giving them some coffee. I get it. There is good people out there. But I think that Mexico made so much money having a lot of those illegal migrants come through Mexico. What's that, Ralph? The IOM and the Jewish NGOs funded them. Uh, don't know about the Jewish NGOs, to be honest. But if Schumer has anything to do with it, maybe, maybe there are some Jews in play. Now, this is not the Israel that we support. There is bad Jews and there's good Jews. I support Israel, period, as a nation. But that's a good one. I'm an NGO guy. I have a lot of things against NGOs. Non-government organizations are probably the most uh, corrupted organizations, to be honest, just because they have been used to bring a lot of bad stuff into our country and to our people. So, you know, I we know Soros was paying some money. Soros likes to put money to pay protesters because he believes that there's nothing wrong. It's not unconstitutional, apparently, to pay protesters to protest. Um, but what he does wrong is that he knows that the people that are protesting are being violent. They're doing riots and all this and stuff, and so he lawyers up, saying that, well, I didn't know they were going to do that. Well, if you did it once, I get it, but he's still funding these people. So, with that being said, we're not going to be stupid. I think he's getting to the point where he's too old now that he's going to be having some missteps, and we're not going to stand for that. It's like Senator Kennedy said. We all age different, and let me see if I can. I hope I grabbed it. I thought I grabbed it. Doggone it. Let me see. Let me see. Oh my goodness. I should leave this one for later. You want to know why I don't like Candace Owens? Let me give you a taste. Listen, I don't. Well, VS, when somebody asks a question on my life, he's actually doing what he's supposed to. If somebody asks a question on my life, they do a super chat out of respect, and it is what I understand from that is that maybe they have a difference of opinion than I do, but they know that we have live and we got super chats for support. So when people do that, even if they're insulting me, I read what they say because it shows, respect. That's how I see it. And as he's doing, $4 is it's no big deal for him. But I appreciate it. It doesn't matter what you do, man. Uh, I actually commend them for that. It's no big deal. But I'm going to show you guys, and I know that every time I share videos in here, YouTube doesn't like to with the software. But I'm going to show you, and this is more like this is what I don't like. It's not that I don't like her as a person. Like I think that she's just stupid. No, 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 no. It's well, See what vibe this gives you when you watch this. It's a little troubling, a little dark. And I don't know if she does it on purpose. I don't know if she's noticing that she's doing this, but watch this.
And Trump wants a Nobel Peace Prize, by the way, for the planned ethnic cleansing so that they could profit on the land and turn it into a beach town. So let me say this: this is our never again, okay? This is a Holocaust. A Holocaust just happened. A real Holocaust just happened. We will never forget this. You need to tell your children what happened in Gaza. You need to tell them
Real
exactly who
Holocaust
did
this
it,
time.
exactly whose families were involved in this. And when you hear in the future somebody tell you, like, we're going to Gaza Beach for a vacation, you need to look at them like they are the absolute vermin of our society because they are. They are. Their children will be cursed, okay?
Christian.
You go and you play in the sand where you know that your forefathers planned to mass murder children, you will be cursed. Every person who steps foot on that, every family that is set to inherit what they did, they will be cursed. Your children's children will be cursed. Gaza belongs to nobody but the Palestinians. So when you begin to move the Israelis in there, and when the Trump Hotel gets
Well,
built
we
on
lost her.
there, I caution the rest of the world to stay far away from that cursed land because something is coming. You can't commit that much evil in broad daylight and not think it's going to come back to haunt you.
That's a Christian. So it's today your last podcast. Earth. What the hell would I say that? Why would you say that? Yeah, we lost her. We lost her completely. And what's crazy is I didn't see the change on her until she had that problem with Ben Shapiro. Why would I lose my show? I don't do this so that she can like me. I don't do this for Candace Owens followers. I do this live for patriots that are tired of being lied to. That's why I do my show. I got my own show. Thank you very much. And I can say whatever I want about her and anybody else out there, just as they have the same right to say anything they want about me. But I've been watching her. You see, I admire her at first because number one, she's very smart. But this mental problem that she has, as if I was her husband, I would be talking to her. I will be talking to her. I'd be like, "Whoa, what the hell happened to you? What happened to you?" Let me remind you. Now, she claims herself to be a Christian. This is the bad thing about Catholics. And if you are a devoted Catholic, good for you. But a lot of people choose the religion of Catholic because they don't have to be held accountable for shit. All they have to do is go next Sunday and then tell their father, their priest, forgive me for I have sinned. That's not God. That is not God. That is the Antichrist you're praying to. I am so sorry about that. Hey, Maddie, what's going on? I mean, she's not completely wrong. She just goes hard with her point. It's not that, Maddie. It's the fact that everything that has been happening to Israel is overlooked completely, 100%. She hates the Jews. That's no question. I see it more and more. And let me tell you, as a Christian, the Bible says, blessed are those who bless you and cursed are those who cursed you. And she just made the whole land of Israel a cursed land, she says. Now we know it's not going to be cursed because God is their God, but she just cursed herself by cursing the land that God has chosen to be for Israel. Very interesting that she says Gaza belongs to Palestinians and to Palestinians only. Let me remind you that Israel allowed them to be in there, which is the biggest mistakes that I believe Israel has done, and that was to allow Palestinians to occupy Gaza. Period. You know, if there is something that you need to understand Gaza compared to Israel is probably one of the best real estate locations. And they were willing to let them have that. Think about it. They were willing to let them have that. All they ask is for peace. That's all we want. They ignored all the signs. They ignored the whistleblowers. They ignored every single person that told them Hamas was trouble. And they have been. Hamas started attacks on Israel. And this is one of the things that pisses me off about people that talk so bad about Israel. Yeah, there's over 70,000 people that died from Palestinians. I get it. Over 20,000 were children. I get it. But did you notice something? You see, I'm a very spiritual guy. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm very spiritual. And there's some things that when you talk about religion, I pay attention a lot more than most people. Did you catch the part where she says a real Holocaust? Sorry, I might have an accent. A real Holocaust has happened, meaning that the Holocaust that the Nazis did against the Jews is invalid. That's not a real Holocaust. Did you catch that? Ken, you're wrong. They are here already. And that's why I'm more pissed off, brother. They are here already. Yeah, no, not James. What the, bro? What the hell is wrong with you? I mean, I'm telling you, man. If you guys don't want to see, man, there's only so much we can do, bro. There's only so much we can do to give you some truth. Candace, she's lost. She's lost. I can't even watch her anymore. Uh, I watch a few clicks, a few videos of her, just kind of giving the benefit of that. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm misjudging, right? Maybe I'm being too hard on her. Let me see, because maybe Ben Shapiro was just a jerk, and I know Jews can be jerks. I get it. Let's not forget that they're famous for spitting at people's faces. This is biblical. And this is how I get to know Jew people. Every time somebody spits on the face, you know what we say in Honduras? Don't be a Jew, because only Jews spit on people's faces. That is a lot of big disrespect. So there you go. But we still love Israel. I don't think people understand what Israel is. Israel is a promise from God. It is God's will itself. You guys are looking at people individually. You don't get it. That's not Israel. I'm not going to be able to explain it to you, but it's a very spiritual meaning to me. And this is why I love Israel, period. I'm not going to sit here and try to explain it to you, because you obviously heard it from her own mouth saying that the real Holocaust has happened in Gaza. And she totally dismissed 100% the real Holocaust that happened to the Jewish people. Do you see where I'm at with this? It is demonic. The world defends everybody else except Israel. Even President Xi, who has killed millions of his own people, gets to go over there and tell the UN Israel is evil and they need to be punished. Who the hell is President Xi? One of the most evil men that I have known in our present time. Man, the nerves this guy has. Thank you, Maddie. Who else did I see in here? Oh, Heath, my brother. He's in here, man. Man, you get to hear some bad stuff today, bro. I didn't like this. Here's a post somebody put out there. And this is something that I've said before. Some people don't agree with it. But nonetheless, I'm going to share this post with you because I found it very interesting. And there you go. The entire U.S. Constitution was written for Americans only. Oh, so many people have a problem with that. It's not the world constitution, it's the U.S. Constitution. How many times have I said that on this channel? How many times have I said that? Do you know what it means? That is the world constitution. It means you're screwed. It means any foreigner can come over here and make you their bitch. That's what that means. And if you support it, you are a bitch. Let me just tell you that. Non citizens and criminals do not possess rights under this document. And I agree 100%. Oh man, there goes 50 subscribers. Some of these haters won't be able to handle it no more. Here is an interesting one. Let me see what time it is. 3:07. We're gonna watch this clip, and I want you to. Okay, I'll censor myself. Censor myself. I don't know what that means. Here, I'm going to let you guys watch this, okay? And I know you've seen it. Don't play stupid. You know what she's saying. If you know, don't worry, Omar. This is not the live for the afternoon. This is the midday live because I will continue later after 5. I got to go pick up my wife, but I'm going to leave you with this video right here, and I am sure that you have seen this, and if you have been ignoring it, that's on you. I mentioned this broad to you guys a long time ago. I still don't know why she's not deported yet. And by saying that, you know who I'm talking about. And you're going to get to listen from her. And I want you to read the translation. I shouldn't even have to put her voice, but I'm going to put the sound so that you can see it. She is all our wife. What? Let freedom is over here being perverted. Stop dreaming, bro. Check this out. Your favorite Somalian congresswoman.
caawa aan fursad u helay madaxweynaha Soomaaliya
Our president of Somalia, in case you can't read those little letters.
madaxweyne Xasan Sheikh Maxamuud inaan maanta ku soo dhaweyno Minneapolis aniga iyo madaxweynaha special relationship aan qabnaa aniga adeeraan ugu wacaa asigana gabarteeyu idhahaa.
She said I call him uncle and he calls me his girl.
madaxweyne sidii qof kasta uu
Welcome to
yiri
your home.
mininkaaga
Our home is
waaye
your
ku soo
home. Welcome to
dhawow
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis aad iyo aad aan ugu
We are very
faraxsanahay
happy
in
that
maanta
Hussein is our
madaxweynaheena
president.
aad tahay. Soomaaliya dadka
Somalia is our home.
meeshaan wada joogo dhan
It is home to
waa
all the
gurigooda
people
annaga ma
gathered here.
dareensannihin
We do not feel that
in
it
ay
is
naga tahay meel naga
it's
fog.
far from us.
Soomaaliya wadnaheenay ku nooshahay
Somalia is our heart. It is our
qalbigeenay
hearts.
ku jirtaa maalin kasta aan ka
We always
fikirnaa
think about
Soomaaliya.
Somalia.
caawa aan fursad u helay
Well. There you go. There you go. I am telling you, 100% Americans, listen, you don't get it. You don't see what's coming. You guys don't watch history from other countries that have already been through this. You don't get it. You get to see the videos, you get to see the proof, you get to see the corrupted press making fake videos about Israel starving Palestinians, about not providing any food or water. You see all these things about children being killed by Israelis, and you don't know how many of those children were killed by Hamas. Did you know what Hamas does with children? The same thing that Iranians did with their children. You know what they did? They went and used their children's bodies to check out, what is it called? To check for mines. They used children to search minefields to make sure that it was safe for them to use or go through. That is how those children die. They put all those children in there. Now, let me be clear. And a lot of people miss this. They called, they announced it on the news, they delivered papers, There were text messages to everybody. We are going to hit this target here. Leave. Leave. What kind of a dumb, genocidal warmonger tells the enemy, spend resources texting, news, paper, in person, leave. We are going to attack this place here. And what did Hamas do? Put a bunch of children in there. Why? Because this is exactly what they are going to do. They're going to turn the American people against their own people and be like, look what Israel did to all these innocent children. Thousands of children were killed by Israel. That is how they give you the news. That is how they play it to you. Why do I support Israel? Because I'm nobody's bitch. That's why. Put one and two together. Use your own brain. Think. Think outside the box. How many times have we heard that? Think about what makes sense. Everybody that blames Israel for all these casualties, not one of them say Israel warned them. They told them. They sent soldiers. They did it. Nobody says that. Heath, the 4 Republicans that voted not to kick her out are traitors. Absolutely. She was unprofessional and immorally wrong for what she said about Charlie Kirk. And she couldn't contain her laugh. I know. And the libtards get happy because that upsets us. But that's okay. Hey, Johnny. VS, just what I said about the spitting thing, I know it's just that, but because some of the stories in the Bible is what they do. They spit on people, and that's why they get that name from them. Okay, but I know I wouldn't say that to Jews. Only the bad ones. Joshua, you saw videos of a certain sect that is an extreme religious minority which does not represent the people of Israel at all, and 99.9% of the population opposes it. Absolutely. We have good people here. We got bad people. We have Antifa over here, and these people still defend them. We have people provoking the police officers' eyes. They're over there blocking, putting their bodies in the way, probably getting ran over by cars, etc. They are out here breaking the law for what? For other people that break the law. That is crazy. That is crazy. An immigrant acting like a conservative, if that is a bad thing, well, I guess I am bad because I believe on the freedom and the protection of American lives in their country. If this is not your country, get the hell out. But if you want to be part of this country, you need to start learning how to respect from base, natives to every other American that is in this country. You need to start learning how to assimilate, how to make this a better country. And stop being a little crybaby child that's never been kissed or hugged by their mommy or daddy. Man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Man. Guys, I'm getting warmed up. We're gonna save it for after 5 p.m. I gotta go pick up my wife because I don't want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I gotta assimilate. Man, I don't want to leave the conversation. There's only 40, 50 people in there, but I love the conversation. It's great, and I'm sure that we're gonna have a lot more questions. Coming on from a lot of you in here. So maybe tonight, if you tune in tonight, we're gonna go ahead and open the phone line so that you guys can call in. And the only thing that I'm going to ask for people when they come in here, and we'll post it on the live when they come in, and we'll announce it once I open the line. We'll talk about who can call in. Okay. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for coming in here. I'm sorry if you guys just got in here, but we'll do another live in a couple of hours. 2 hours. We'll be right back. We'll take a break. Thank you for joining. And we're going to come and revisit some of these points for some of the people that still don't get it. And for new people this afternoon, my patriots, I ask you to try to remember this information so that we can share it with them. God bless you guys.